I wish we could never get the blues. Wish I could bring back the people that died at 82. I wish that we could walk a path, stay doing the right thing. Hustle hard so the kids maintain up in the game. Let's go.
Hopeful, yes I am hopeful for today. Take this music and use it. Let it take you away. And be hopeful, hopeful. And he'll make a way. I know it ain't easy, but that's okay, cause we hope.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. All praise is due to the Almighty Creator. We give Him thanks for life. We thank Him for this day. Despite the challenges, despite some of the negatives that we see, once you have life, you have the opportunity to advance. You have the opportunity to do good. What else is there to do than good? Regardless of your situation, choose a path of good. It is easy for people to be happy, to be joyous, to be positive in the good times, so to speak, in the times that we tell ourselves are good times. All times is good times, you know. All times are good times because we give praise in sun and rain. It is easy when sunshine, things happening, money go, whatever. Or Marshall say he always happy once money in his hand. There is no qualification for when we should be happy. Or they might say, I'm going a little too far if I say even in sadness you should have happiness. Even in a tear, even in the worst situation that you tell yourself is the worst. If you raise your head and you look around, you will see goodness. When it is challenging, that is when our character really shines. When who we are comes out. And who we are is who we constantly build ourselves to be. You can build yourself today. You could choose to be better today. Today, you could say, I just be getting on like a fool right through, you know. Why really so angry about here? I use in licensing office the fella, right? Why getting on so for every day treating people like this, boy? All I doing is getting into problems with people. People avoiding me. My own colleagues don't come by me. That's what they say. Imagine that. You working somewhere. And reflect on yourself if you happen to be listening to this program this morning. And as you, check yourself. You're just creating a toxic environment. Bringing difficulty to people's day. If somebody come with a good vibes, you ensuring they're leaving displeased and sad and upset. You add nothing. You add nothing with your attitude towards the sun shining, towards positivity. Oh man. Come on. Attitude determines your altitude. Change what you put into yourself. If you're supposedly worshiping, wherever you're worshiping, stop that. Find something else. That ain't working for you. Start your morning with some sounds of praise. Stretch. Drink some water. If you have an ailment, then you have to overcome maybe that physical ailment with your strength of mind and stability, and because you might have to override a physical feeling with more positive mental and spiritual character to be good. You go off, as we do as human beings, be quick to correct yourself. Every single day, we choose who we are and who we establish ourselves to be. Make the right choices. Get the right input. Listen to 91.9 on a morning instead of I don't know what else. Even though we have some, negative, challenging things to talk about this morning, and maybe every morning because we go through current affairs, we still deal with it from a perspective where we're hopeful, where we are doing whatever we can do to improve those situations. To those young men who film themselves taking the life of someone else, real sad. Forgive them because they know not what they do. And I could take all of the young people who do these types of things, and if I come here and I tell you their story so far in life, you will see a pattern. Neglect. Most times absentee fathers. Most times. Then you may have questions about the character of the mothers, because as hard as it is, and some women hold on for dear life to their children. But of course, fathers and mothers know, specifically boy children, not easy. I could estimate, I could be almost 90% sure of the background of these young men. And then you have the other inputs within the society, because we can't escape it, we can't deny it. Badness and violence is in style. Maybe globally in the West. Badness, violence, bullying, it's in style. The powerful effect of group behavior. I think I know the individual who was beaten by the students. There's a viral video going around. Real sad to see. I imagine I kind of take out light from darkness sometimes. Maybe some of them defending the other student who, but that student was wrong because it looked like he was part in a fight in any case, and she shouldn't have really. But you see those dynamics, group behavior, challenging. And it appears as though, in terms of crime, the major statistical decrease, murder might be down because it was on a record high. This is the next thing, As be real fair. It might be down a bit because it was on a record high. But so much to be done. The social fabric of this society, I don't want to say gone, because I am hopeful for today. And I believe in change. I have seen human beings change. I believe even in our next generation. So if we have a lost generation or two, the few of us, or how much of us that God has blessed to kind of save, we have to assert ourselves and save the next generation and grow a crop. Grow a new crop. That's the challenge that faces us, you know. Not your child alone. You are crazy if you think you are just going to focus on your child alone and we're going to be able to continue that way. The society, the wider society, will haunt you. You will become a victim of your inaction towards the bigger problem. Sorry to tell you that, you know, it is not enough for us who know better to just save ourselves and our children. It is not enough. You have to reach out to those who are less fortunate. You have to reach out to your neighbors. You have to see the problem and not turn a blind eye. You have to talk to them. No, it's not my child, but it will affect me and my child. It is not enough for us to just keep creating streams where the rich and the affluent and the privileged run. And then everyone else, whoever they catch, they catch. It is not enough. Selfishness destroys self. So the solution to murder, to crime, to home invasion, to banditry, to whatever, yes, it lies in punishing those individuals who commit those acts. But it also lies in preventing the underlying current that creates those acts. Come on. Come on, Trinidad and Tobago. To prevent my daughters from being abused from a young boy who does not understand and seeing things and hearing things. The solution is not just to keep my daughters inside, which I do to a certain extent. But the solution lies in talking to those young boys, correcting them. That's where the real solution lies. Shaping them, giving them a good example, treating them with love, teaching them to work, teaching them to be honest, warning them that, hey, if you do these things, it will not go well for you. Don't do that. That's not the way. And the quicker we understand that within our society, the quicker we are on a path that is positive. And I am hopeful for today. Good morning to Trinidad and Tobago. We take the break and then we'll be back.
Peace of God be multiplied unto you in the precious name of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. This is Redemption Hour, a gospel program where God will reveal His mind to you on how to live a fulfilled life and to please Him in all areas. Join Pastor Femi Afolabi, the National Overseer of Deeper Christian Life Ministry, Trinidad and Tobago, and other seasoned ministers for a time of Divine Encounter as the minister and pray for you every Saturday by 9 o'clock in the morning of this station, Street FM 91.9. Our church is Deeper Life Bible Church, number 1 Cochrane Street, opposite Tunapuna Police Station, Tunapuna. The times of our services are as follows: Sunday worship service, 9 a.m., Monday Bible study, 6 p.m., Thursday revival hour, 6 p.m. The redemption hour is a life-changing moment you cannot afford to miss. For special prayer or counseling, contact Pastor Femi Afolabi on 778-9933. God bless you as you listen to this program. Jesus is Lord.
TechFlex TT Limited, the #1 computer store in Trinidad and Tobago, has all your tech needs. We have the latest computers, powerful MacBooks, and affordable Chromebooks for school and work, providing new and refurbished options to suit everyone's budget. Also, we carry a variety of printer options and ink solutions for your home and office needs. Need repairs done? Our experienced technicians can solve your tech problems. Visit us now at any of our 2 locations, Wilson Road, Scarborough, next to Royal Castle, or Penco Street, Montrose, Chagonas. Call 235-4919 for more info. TechFlex TT Limited. Affordable tech. Exceptional service.
A feeling for a big meal. Chicken. With big taste. Must be KFC. And big flavor. Chicken. And value for more money. Must be KFC. Yo, who keeps saying that? Well, I hearing something. I'm the voice in your belly. Get big value every day of the week, from Munchin Mondays to Fantastic Fridays and specials to make your weekend even tastier. Check socials for details. Remember, there's only one original, often imitated but never duplicated. It must be KFC.
Some moments take a turn for the better. Hear the rev of a perfect engine. Feel the leather beneath your fingertips. Experience the luxury that turns heads. With the new luxury ride game from NLCD Scratch, you have 21 chances to turn your luck into luxury. Scratch your way to the ultimate prize, a 2026 BMW Grand Coupe 218i with 1-year fully comprehensive insurance. Plus enjoy even more chances to win with a new bonus prize area and second chance feature. Get your luxury ride scratch tickets today, and you could be one of 3 lucky winners driving away in style. Players must be 18 years and older. Please play responsibly.
The presence of oxygen is absolutely the absence of disease. Most chronic diseases that plague us are not happening to us, but is happening within us. We're literally eating ourselves to death, which means we're not living longer, we're dying longer. Join fitness expert Aloy Johnson, the founder of the healthiest corner on earth, located at number 92 East Drive, Chamfleur, every Wednesday from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. live on The Street 919 FM, where he shows you that healing the body's temple is easier than anyone would have led you to believe.
Blessings in the wonderful name of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. You are invited to listen to the Final Hour broadcast heard every Monday
from 11 p.m. to 5 a.m. in the morning on the Street 919 FM.
Hear my mom, Pastor Helen Garcia, and myself, Pastor Valentine Garcia Jr., preach the Word of God to the elderly, youth, and children. We can be contacted at 629-0113 or 623-8444. The church is located at 26 Prince Street in Port of Spain. We look forward to you joining us. God bless you.
As my life I lay it on the altar, as my life.
Hi there, I'm Lester Suglal, inviting you to join me on the first, second, and third Saturday, 8:30 p.m. to 11 p.m. for the program Slow Gospel Music, and on the fourth and fifth Saturday from 8:30 p.m. for an extended version of Slow Gospel Music on Street 91.9 FM.
The Embassy Yacht is back and ready
to transform your events into unforgettable experiences. Launch from King's Wharf, San Fernando, the perfect starting point for an epic experience of luxury, music, and celebration on the open water. By booking our vessel, your event will include a house DJ, state-of-the-art sound system, fully stocked bar, dedicated cleaning crew, top-notch security. This isn't just a venue, it's a floating masterpiece designed to make your event the talk of the town. Imagine your guests dancing under the stars, drinks in hand, with breathtaking views of the coastline as your backdrop. From birthdays to corporate events to exclusive parties, the Embassy Yacht offers promoters a unique platform to create unforgettable memories and boost your brand's reputation. Call or WhatsApp 399-5959 or email embassycruises@gmail.com.
The Gap Man Limited specializes in products that cater to all your health needs. The Male Enhancement Package targets the areas of the body that contribute to erectile dysfunction. The Male Enhancement costs $1,400. The Gap pills are priced at 250 pills for $500 and 500 pills for just $900. For the best in eye care, get the super combination of a Super Bright and the Body Healer. To improve the heart's function and circulation, get the Gap pills and Formula C. To get a total body cleanse daily, use the Gap Body Healer and Big C, all for a super low price of $1,300. To order your products from the Gap Man Limited, call 628-4531 for products that cater to all your health needs.
For more info, contact 476-7268.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
And we are back. There's some advice when you hear it. One time you know is good advice. My granny tell me a hot cup of good and natural ginger tea first thing in the morning does wonders for the body. Good and natural ginger tea in its single-size packet is excellent for flavoring your cooking, salads and desserts. But what was news for me is when my granny say a hot cup of good and natural ginger tea helps with nasal congestion and colds, stomach problems, migraine headaches, and it's really good for arthritis in the body. Good and natural ginger tea. Good advice to start your day right. Craving that authentic taste of Caribbean, but short on time? With Lion Brand Polori Mix, now in its convenient, easy to use pouch, you can whip up a batch of fluffy, golden Polori in a flash. Just add water, mix and fry. Perfect for impromptu gatherings. Our Polori Mix brings everyone together for a delicious moment. Share the flavor with friends and family because good food and good company go hand in hand. Get your Lion Brand Polori Mix today and make every moment a tasty celebration. Lion Brand, the power behind our great taste traditions. I could do with a little Polori. Maybe I'll pass in the savannah tonight. I think it's still a Polori. I ain't even 100% sure on it's a Tuesday too. I quick I catch that on a Friday if it does have, or a Saturday. We are blessed. There is so much that we need to hold on to. There's so much in our character as Trinbagonians positive that we need to reignite and share. Forget this Western selfishness and individualism and greed. Trust what I'm telling all you. It is counterproductive even for self. You're dreaming. You are dreaming if you think you are going to just focus on you and yours alone right here. And you will succeed. what you neglect in the wider you, because we are all connected, will haunt you. It will haunt you. I live in communities where things mightn't be, it's not the most affluent communities, etc. But everybody know that everybody could help, could count on everybody to help. Nobody don't need to rob me. Nobody would rob me apart from the fact that whatever, right? But because if you ask, you'll get. For a matter of fact, if I see, I will reach out. Because you could see. You could see. You could see your neighbor's son need a haircut. You could see. You could see. If only you open your eyes. And that helps to create the conditions for your children to live and to live freely. To walk down the road and walk back up the road with $10 in their hand and not have to study somebody wanting it to take it from them or something like that. We have to think differently. Right? Now, as one of my callers will say, we have to raise the intelligent. Almost every morning he does. He says that 3420081466539. Your comments on TikTok. Not IG yet, right? We will get there. YouTube, if you prefer to watch instead of just listen, it's there. As I mentioned, you come on. Nice, man. Blessings.
Salamu alaikum. And may peace and blessing be upon you and your callers. And may the intelligent raise. Yeah, for Paul, if you, right, encourage your son to buy a piece of land, and I encourage my son to get an AGC house, something wrong there. Because at AGC house, I can't tell my grandchildren to take an apartment and open a parlor, open a nail salon, plant a little okra, a little body. Like when you're saying that plant something, farm something, do something. I hear the goodly woman, they say that when you have a piece of land, your neighbor string, it is like you have something now forward.
Yeah.
But if you don't have land, you really don't have nothing. You're paying a rent. And if you live in an AGC house, like I think I used to live in Maloney, I can't go and plant nothing. I can't think nothing. I had to depend to get employment.
Yeah.
I can't create nothing for myself. I myself can't go and fix a bike properly. I had to go downstairs in the washroom. And it's not right. What kind of person, right, with intention for their people, loving their people, will put them in a AGC house? What thinking is this? Mm-hmm. When you're thinking for future, you have to think land, brother.
Yeah.
And if you don't have land, you don't have future. You just will be a minimum wage earner. It's not right for PNM to design HDC house and give it to their supporter. They come like you're chaining them and putting them in a cup. Because in Maloney, where I grew up, it hard was to get employment. We lime whole day, we smoke whole day, and if we see somebody with a little something coming in, we looking to take that. When we go out there, I borrow $20 for wood and go and look for work. Right? And when I go there, I ain't get it work. You feel like going the next day to look for work? Come out and only travel 2-3 cars, come down Sawa or go down Tunapuna or go up Arima to look for work. You feel like you do that next day? I don't owe in $20-$40 already because I bought that. I don't have anything. Forward, people and them who design HDC house, design project. And this project and them forward, it has certain things happening in this project and them is like the programming we in this project and them boy. Yeah. And I don't see nothing goodness come out of this project because if I have my health and strength and I get up in the morning in one of these projects and I want to plant a little garden, it don't have it. When I see around where's I see business A, business A, business A, business A, business A, business A. When I go down my health school, I see a business A, business A, business A. And if these areas, one could buy from one, he want chicken, he buy from the other one. He want doubles, he buy from the other one. He want hardware stuff, the Billy house, he buy from the other one. And he could buy from other one, that money circulating. If that money circulating, it got generate. When something circulating, it generate energy.
Yeah.
And
that's the energy of that space. The energy of that space is business and commerce and
commerce
forward progression. You plant the land as they have planted the land, which is a positive thing. Pattern the positivity that other people do. Pattern the positivity. They plant the land, and then after they plant about 10, 20 crops or whatever, and they save or they whatever enough, then you know what they do? They build some apartments. You didn't see how Arangwa's looking now? It's no planning, no thing, no whatever, you know. I went into Arangwa's. The road, totally, it is not conducive to development to what is going on. No, small like a truck, because they never envision the level of development that is taking place. And those even who developing didn't say, let me leave enough space. When I tell you, like a car and a half alone could pass. But it's big apartment and a nice house. Pattern the good.
30 apartment, I work on some of them.
Pattern the good, and let us change the bad that exists.
What? You say envision, right? This is a good word you use, envision, right? If you're a leader like PNM, like let me say Dr. Rowley, Eric William, and Manning and thing, right? You can envision these things for your people, but you envision HDC house, by and put my brother Malcolm X, and he proud about that, by. Yeah. And he can't get out of that, by.
I don't think. Wrong. I don't think that is the case with my brother Malcolm. Take the HGC house. It's okay to have something close to whatever urban area or whatever, but also ensure that you own your own land, freehold, leasehold, and ensure that you have something of your own space, earth that will produce for you. That's the advice. If you start here, if you start with just an apartment, a space to build or whatever, understand that you have to work towards more. Understand that you need soil, you need land to feed yourself. That is all we're saying, right? Blessings, my brother.
But yeah, brother. Thanks. Yeah, bless. Yeah. Inshallah.
Okay. Inshallah. Yeah. Good. Salam alaikum.
Well, boy, I start taking a holiday. But that guy needs to Jamaica or wherever he comes from. I have to come in.
Don't study that, we brother. I done correct him already. Don't study that. And don't tell everybody your business because I know you are land. Don't tell everybody.
Forward. Let me give a piece of history. In the colonial days, which he don't know, and Trinidad and Tobago, who could remember, which you and all know are part of it. We had a thing they call barrack house, which Donkey City, where holiday, you know, where they call it, where all St. Joseph Road, Charlotte Street, all them street had barracks house.
Yeah.
Where the African people used to live in after the slave master had become slavery. They come and they build. So when you're talking about HDC, it was planning and housing in them days. They come and they build place like Leon and Dorita Street, which they put people in planning to move them. Well, if all you don't know, let me remind all you. The barracks house had one kind of toilet which everybody had to use. It was chaos in them, they stink and dirty. And people get planning in Leon and Dorita Street from Donkey City. The people in St. Joseph Road, they went Malik, who was living by the Riverside Plaza and all them places. They went Malik and they built the 9-story and St. Joseph Road. So for my godly brother, try and raise your intelligence and know the history of Trinidad. A planning in Maloney is not to live until death do us part. Sometimes your house get burned down, you get flood out. Them is the areas they used to put you.
Yeah.
Half of the people in Maloney like you is where move out from old St. Joseph or in Bonaparte Yard and people who never thought they'd move out from them kind of lifestyle. So when you get a planning, it's not until death do us part. Check the family in them planning and them long time. It used to be 10 and 15 mother and father and children sleeping on the ground and all kind of things. Some of them children get good government work. But you know where they're watching at? The $100. Just imagine Duncan Street have people paying $8 and $9. Then they won't move out from that because they're living in town. So they have to pay no passage, they could walk in town. This is the mentality of you. So here, I'm Malcolm X. I was renting on 11th Street, Bath area. And I know I want to move out. And I take a AGC house at the time I could afford. I didn't want no planning because I work in planning. I work Leon and Dorita Street. So I never wanted no planning for my children. And my brother, let me tell you something. I have 4 children and all of them good. You hear? Because of the ambition. And I will tell you something here now. You have to put yourself in order. I never go in jail. And I was in charge of Maloney. And if you watch Maloney now, people adding on. Like if it's a home. Look at some of the single units. Look at some of the rafters. How some people will uplift themselves. Some of the children move out.
Yeah.
They're talking about Lavanti. They have people in Lavanti move out and uplift themselves. So if you want to keep yourself in the ghetto, don't blame PNM, blame yourself. Don't blame God, blame yourself. Don't blame your mother, blame yourself. You hear? So when we talking, let me face reality. Let me tell you something forward. Here why I say I want to take a rest. When I watch, we had 2 parties. We had NJAP, right? NJAP was some intelligent men. The business community, the DLP, what you call the PNM till the dead, they never support NJAP, they never support TAPIA. We supporting 2 parties. And I listening in parliament with these 2 parties were existing for years. Although DLP changed the name about 3 times or 2 times. These 2 parties, where is the 2 major parties in my country, have secrets for one another. Because in parliament you're hearing who kill, who in gang, who in this, who in that. Okay, they say PNM was with Gene Miles, so give me 1 second to close on. Because you see when these people and them want to listen and they know the history, and like they just jump up like spring chicken, it's really tricked me.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Now, the 2 parties, you tell me Gene Miles with PNM, right? Okay. You tell me UNC with Samar Singh and Dan Raj, right? So when you're looking at now, you come now that I hear in Parliament who talking about ball head and who head in ball and who this. How we dealing with the crime? Is the people who in Parliament dealing with crime and like them is crimers? So here why I say taking a rest for. The only hope is for a new party with new people, because the people who right now we depending on is poisonous. Because all of them have secrets for one another, because they're throwing words in the Parliament, I tell you, boy. So when they're talking about children fighting and children doing this, and I hear a man calling on the ground report this morning and talking about culture. Where the culture coming from? We leaders. It's we leaders. That is why, food, I want you to go up and watch on your see. If you go up in Lavancy, watch on your see who will support you. Lavancy people, because we still have a slave mentality. We wouldn't support one of we. And that is the problem, and according to way, one thing he said and it's truth. The East Indian and them selling double. If one pepper finish, he take pepper from the next one, and they sell in a unity. Miss Claudine, Miss Small, and all of them in Lafanti, we criticize all of them till they bust and they gone dead, broken. All you listener, boy. Hey, wherever you is, I thought I wanted to meet you. But you ain't have the intelligence to the intelligence I have. I don't have book intelligence. I have reality. And I'm sticking with my dignity. So if you singing to your supper, brother, leave Malcolm X alone now. You know nothing about me. Have a good day.
Thank you very much, Malcolm. Thank you very much. And of course, we get some history there, right? Barrackyards turn to plannings, and I know about that from history, but some of us who are a bit younger did not have that exact experience of seeing it, and it is good for us to be told about it so we understand what transpired. But we have to continue to elevate from one stage to next. So let us move. Let us move forward. Good morning, brother. Welcome.
Morning, Mr. Ford. Mr. Ford, I heard you this morning. You spoke about change and persons can change. And people do change. Sometimes they need help. Sometimes they go for professional help, social workers and all these people, psychologists and all that, psychiatrists. They get help.
Change is hard. So, boys, sometimes you really need help, Mr. West. When I tell you the human being is averse to change, you can, you know. You can.
Sometimes you can get help within your own family circles and whatnot. Sometimes within the community. Sometimes a neighbor.
Yeah.
They can help you with some of your psychological, social problems, even financial problems. You can source help within your community. But you made a very good intervention this morning, and we spoke about communities. And for the last couple of years, I've seen some communities, I speak more to the west, little or no activity taking place. And I am waiting for the August holiday when children are at home, and I want to see the kind of programs that those councillors and those parliamentary representatives are going to work with those people in the community, the leaders in the community, the police. You're working with the church. You're working with, those teachers who probably may be on vacation also. And in order to mount programs within the communities to save those young people. That is what I'm looking for. There's no organized activities in those areas. And they have a responsibility to serve their community, the interests of the community. Yes, you have your interests, yes. You have your interests of your party. You have the interests of the parliament and the nation. But you have those are the people who put you in office. And yes, you can represent them in terms of accessing or mobilizing resources from the various ministries or departments to help your communities. But they're not accustomed with that. So therefore, it seems difficult for them to get this thing going. When they're in election mode, they mount vehicles with all kind of microphone all over the area. Do they speak to the community? Could you get a tape something, and go through the communities and try to educate the people? This is your parliamentary representative. We know that the crime, there's a high incidence of crime and so on, so on, so on, so on, so. And this is just what you do in there. Do they do that?
That's a good suggestion. I feel like we're going to take that one, Mr. West.
Well, I don't know. People have to think.
Yeah.
People have to develop ideas and think critically, and then you work within the communities. But, I mean, if people are really concerned about people, and people improving people's standard of living and quality of life, there are things that you know you will do, but they don't care. They don't go behind the bridge and do these things. And you can elicit it if you feel that you represent people, and the thing, they live in morass, you have crime, and you yourself afraid to go in the communities. You could mobilize the police and get the police to escort you up there. But that would be strange, because how these communities deteriorate to such a level that you as a parliamentary can't go in your constituency.
Yeah.
It tells a story. It tells a big, So I don't know. I'm waiting patiently to see what these people are going to do. They don't believe everything is government this and the government. You have a responsibility, and you abandon these people. And it appears to me, and this is why I'm calling on this lady, and she works well. She has good support of the permanent secretary. For her to have done well, she must have had all hands on deck in terms of the ministries and the technical people behind her, the people in NCT and all these people. And she did a very good job. But you cannot ignore your constituency. And you try and get people within, you have your people to organize activities within your community. Who don't want to do that, don't do that. But this will be one term. You have to keep with your constituents, keep in the thing. The last time I saw you apologizing and whatnot, one could understand that. But you need to go to your constituents. Forget those TNM people. Go and do what you have to do.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you, Mr.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. West. Good morning to the activists and the people who are active in communities. Good morning, PPG. I saw you online. You're still here. The surprise ground in Diego Martin, where the Diego Martin Corporation now wants to come in and enforce certain things after the community has developed it for themselves because of the neglect. Now you want to come and destroy without even consulting to tell those stakeholders, the people living there, like literally living there, using the field, putting on all of the activities in the community. You want to come to tell them what you're doing and demolish what they have created out of their own pocket. I mean, check all yourself. Check all yourself. That cannot work like that. And so I want to say a special good morning to Daniel and everybody down there who organizing and mobilizing to try to get proper consultation and a proper development plan that includes the community. I want to say good morning to all of those people in communities who keep the communities up with their own effort, with their own time, with their own little money that they have. No mayor, no councillor, no MP don't come to rank on people who do the work in communities. Come and work with them. Come and have a discussion with them and follow their lead, because they lead their communities. You lead in wherever, government, business, wherever. You have whatever title for whatever reason, cool. But take your time when you come in communities and respect the people. Good morning to Councillor Brenda John. People who could walk anywhere in a community. For a matter of fact, when an MP come, guess what they had to do? They had to come to you to walk with them. Yeah. You had to call me before you come in my, not no, via wherever, because people wouldn't even come outside. It could be like when Scotland walking around in community, nobody even coming outside. If they come outside, it's the stoops and run here. Just for example. Because you have no connection to the community. You have no connection. You have no expressed love for the community. Little representation. You can't even speak the language of the community. First, you have gone far. And not far up, far away. I'm going to take the calls. I see the line's busy. Good morning, brother. Welcome.
Good morning, my brother. Blessings to you, man.
Hey, love and blessings, brother.
Mr. Fuad, before I make my point, you know what good for belly, to take down your belly, buddy?
What good to take down belly?
Yeah, home remedy.
Yeah, of course. I feel like for somebody else, you know, I ain't know if you have a belly.
Let me move on.
Hot turmeric and what they say, ginger, and drink that before you go to sleep. What's the point in that concoction? I go message you and you go message whoever it is. You heard now, go ahead.
Yeah. Mr. Fuad, I'm listening to you since early this morning. And I must say I appreciate where the discussion is going.
Yeah.
You see, when you center things on youths and young people, I mean, they are the future tomorrow.
Yeah.
You need to talk to them. You need to inspire them. Mr. Fuad, I ain't being political here, but Mr. Foster Cummins had a program, an agricultural program for young men and for young women.
Not one,
and
a couple programs, not just one.
Yeah, but I was just kind of zeroing on that particular one.
Oh, you was going to that one? Okay, right, yeah.
Yeah, and from what I have seen, it was going very, very good. You saw videos with young men and young women coming out. Mr. Cummins brought in farmers, professionals, and so on to teach them the ropes with planting. He mentioned about planting your own product, reaping it, and even selling it on your own. And that program had a lot of people. I don't know if it's just La Hoqueta or if it had people from outside came in, but it had a lot of youths.
No, it was an open application for the cohort. I had people who were in the program as well. I encouraged people to go into the program. There were many who looked forward to other programs or the continuation to get in eventually. It was about 200 individuals, and they have other programs that are close to it. It promised you a land afterwards as well. Once you're successful, it also gave you a stipend. Tremendously profitable program for young people as well.
It was very good.
Yeah.
It was going very good. And I remember when the UNC came into power, I remember Mr. Foster Cummins almost begging them not to get rid of the program. Right? I remember that he told them, he said, he's not telling them how to run the country or what to do or what not to do, but he zeroed in on that program and he asked them, please, because of the benefits that was coming out of that program, he begged them not to dismantle the program. And they did not dismantle it. I saw a video a couple of months ago that what Mr. Cummins did, and the place where the agriculture was taking place is only bush now, Mr. Fuad. Only bush.
Yeah, that's the shade house program in Carnage, or that's the agricultural homestead program. Which one?
well, this was saying the agricultural one. That is the one I'm
No.
focusing on.
Yeah, yeah. No,
And
it have a couple of them. So I think the homestead, so you were supposed to graduate and then get your own land.
Yes.
So the issue was that the land was not allocated properly and available for it to be done one time. And then also you set up a program, but you also plunder the treasury and you leave on purpose because you know you're leaving, because they knew they were leaving, insufficient funds to continue the program.
Mr. Ford, why you go? Mr. Ford, come now, man.
No, I contextualize in. But let me tell you something, brother. Here what I'm saying, right? God willing, we will be here on this program and you will also be here with me. Similar. They could take the same template, similar programs to advance young people into agriculture have to be done. You hear what I'm saying, right? And
I hear you.
And we, including me, whatever capacity I have, we have to ensure that our government, because it is still our government, do that. Right? We have to ensure that. So we will keep on it, but why then leave the money? All the money they pay out to Mr. Cummins and his companies and associates. You could have leave the money for the program to continue.
A lot of the youth went astray after that, and after the government came in and do what they had.
A lot of the youths astray long time, brother. They oversaw the highest levels of murder in Trinidad and Tobago back to back. Let me be real.
Mr. Ford, we being real.
Yeah.
If the youths, as you say, was out of hand long time, and something is put in place.
Yes, 200 young people were in a positive program.
Place to right a healthy situation. 200 youths, boys and girls, right? Because here what happening? I see so and so taking place, murders, a lot of youths going astray. You put together a program to prevent them from going astray. And I'm not being political here, no.
Kinda.
About PNM and UNC, you know. I'm trying my best not to be political. I'm talking about caring for the young people. And something was put in place to have a positive impact on the youth side. And I just find that even though all you come in and whatever, and all you did pay it aside or whatever, but not entirely.
Yeah, and I don't think it is entirely put aside either. So I'll do some research on it for you too, right? And we have to work towards ensuring that programs like that are continuous in our country, right? Blessings to you, brother. Thank you very much.
Okay, myself.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And I have to say, not just that, it's about 5 different programs. I researched the intake, the amount of students. Some is 200, some depending on the program. It makes a difference. It's still good, but don't be fooled into thinking it's a massive intake across all the programs. I think positively, maybe 1,000 students in different ways were involved in these youth programs. Excellent, have to continue, have to create programs just as good or better and get them going as soon as possible. If they're not going, because some are going, right? I saw Hype and some other nice brand new blue uniforms about. It has to continue. We have to save our children. We have to push people into agriculture. But don't think that was the beginning and end of it. And careful with people who play politics as well, on both sides. Good morning.
Good morning, brother, and morning to your listeners.
Morning, Chris. Welcome.
Well, when you say we have to work to keep these programs going, I disagree with that, because the people who has that responsibility is the people who we place in power. Nonetheless, let me move on. You see,
but you understand why I say, when I say we, public pressure is what determines government policy.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm not talking about we have to fund the program or we have to start the program. But public pressure, Trinidad and Tobago should be united beyond political boundaries. Certain things, it ain't no politics in that. It should have a unanimous, because with youth and agriculture and development, I am not on no side. I'm on the side of young people. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, totally.
And if all of us burn that fire, sorry, I'm taking your time, but I'll get you back. If all of us burn that positive fire, if all of the people on the air, the influencers, the whatever, who may be even associated, push that head, then they have to do it. We just forget we power, you know, Chris.
Well, let me move on. Because
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
want to stick on that.
No problem.
You know, this government, if they would only listen to Mr. West, they would be in a much better position. Because, in my opinion, it appears that he is more interested in they taking the right path than they themselves, right? And when he talk about MPs being afraid of coming into the communities and things like that, right? I want to take up on that point and saying, when an MP who has all these resources furnished to them courtesy the state, right, is afraid of going into a community, how much more are the persons who are actually living in that community and have to function daily, who may not be a part of the criminal activities that take place? How safe they're supposed to feel? And that question is to all the MPs who have that fear of going into the constituency. As I say, if the government would only listen to Mr. West, they would be in a much, much better place. And last but not least, before I go forward, if I end up in high political office, right, will the measurement of my character or will my character be of no importance anymore? So if I am lying continuously, but I am the President of the United States, how are you going to deal with me? How are you going to engage with me? What stance are you going to take? Or is it that because of my political stature that you just accept anything and you side with me because of the position that the nation is in and thus dependent on the relationship with the United States? Or is my character at any time going to come into question? Just in the manner that we question other people who are in high office in public places, because we made so much allegations against Mr. Maduro, right? But with all the allegations surrounding Mr. Trump, we haven't said one word. We haven't said one word. But any idea he comes out with, we are first in line to give it support. I tell you, if they only listen to a half hour Mr. West say, they would be in a better position. But as I continue to say, these MPs, these 41 parliamentarians, continue to take us for a ride in this country because they are fully aware of how divided we are, how we cannot unite on things that are basically better for the country. Because, okay, it's one thing to close down CPEP, URP forestries or whatever for the alleged corruption. But this program that the last caller was speaking about, why did it close down? Why wasn't it expanded? Or whatever inconsistencies there might be, why it wasn't ironed out so that the program could continue, so that, as the guy say, the people who engage themselves in that activity will be encouraged to continue on that right path or a productive path. We're not serious, Fuad. We're not serious at all. And I just be happy when I hear people calling it as they see it and calling it as it is. So again, many of us appreciate this program and programs similar to this, where it is you can actually come and speak the truth to power, right? Regardless of how people feel about it, because I continue to say, unless they at least try to listen to Mr. West, boy, the proof will be in the pudding and the results will be in for everyone to see and view at the end of their tenure if it is everybody actually win. If it is they really make a change in things that were going wrong, or if it's just about changing everything that the PNM did. We're not serious, brother. We're very not serious. But anyhow, thanks for allowing me.
Yeah. No, thank you very much, Chris. And salient points there. I also see one person on YouTube asking the question, well, you know, they want to get an update on what is taking place as well with those programs. And yeah, I myself, I'll take a look at it. I had spoken to a group of students at one point because they were concerned because stipends had dried up and they wanted to finish the program. And I explained to them, hey, listen, try all your best, even though the stipend come in slow or whatever, to continue, finish it. So there is legitimate expectation for your homestead or whatever was promised. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Good morning. Peace and blessings to everyone.
Hey, peace and blessings.
What better advice people could get from better than this program, boy? Look at what you were telling the brothers and them to try to plan the land and things like that. Eh? We had mobilized some brothers some years ago, and thank God some of them still remain into gardening. You understand? To abandon and Jack had some lovely posters long ago. To abandon the land is to abandon life. That was one of them. Employment is a right, not a favor. Yes, that's a lovely posters long ago.
Yeah. And we have to revive that consciousness that existed, boy. There have been spurts where we have been fighting with consciousness against the ignorance, and we need to revive that consciousness, to be honest. Because darkness in the land, boy. You have a level of ignorance in the land right now.
True. And the land, as I say, to abandon the land is to abandon life. You understand? And look, I see people will be planting on the side of the highway, wherever they do some type of work, and people move and plant. And then you see this way there's moved to breakdown squatters. You understand? Breakdown squatters and just leave the place like that because it's X, Y, and Z. That's a wrong thing. Go and regularize the people, measure the land, make sure everybody put their boundaries, and leave the people there. You should be glad the people went and ventured to build something on their own.
100%. 100%. You see somebody trying, help them.
Yes. Help them.
If you have to move them for whatever purpose, relocate. Once you see a human being striving to take care of themselves and their family, help them.
Exactly. That's what we're there for. Take one another. You understand? Look at when somebody's house burned down. You have so much empty HGC homes, right? So much empty places. Have a lot of people, one or two of them, so that when they submit a family with people with children and all kind of things, instead of one child have to stay by this cousin and this child to by next cousin and the mother so and the father. Help the people.
Yeah. And I have seen that in the past, and I have seen that presently. I have sent people to get a little help to regularize their situation. I've seen a drive to full. They have plenty houses, brother, that empty. I've seen a drive to full them. Full them. Some of them not finished. They letting you know, hey, this is what left to finish. They discounting you on what has not been done. And they're telling you, go ahead. You could fix it up. You could whatever. Go ahead. Pay your mortgage. Pay your little down payment, whatever, because the agency as well needs money to continue.
Exactly. These people have to move away from this thing, pass a little money here to get through this and pass. We have to get out of that.
Yeah.
You understand? Be honest. Do the right thing. You understand? And these people and them in these 41, as Chris was saying, I mean, Chris, you're going very good. Malcolm X, you're going very good. Only keep keep the vibes coming. And the other brother who had like not so a couple mornings ago too, I hear him 2-3 mornings come through again and enlighten the people.
Yeah.
You understand?
We had to build with 41 here and 41 powerful voices across Trinidad could push the positivity we want.
They were studying to fix themselves, you know. They were studying the people so much, you know. You understand? They were already studying the people so much, you know. The love is for who? What should the love? How the love moving away? Look at this thing you put poor people under with this landlord tax. I tell you, people giving people notice to move, was renting people for a small amount of money, I think, because they're not going to register to pay that tax, and not so much problem to go and register to pay that. If you want to get the big fishes, go for the big fishes. You understand?
Yeah.
Go for the big one with 600,000 one way and 500,000 one way, and then in Barrett area 400,000. You understand? 2 in tongue at that price, and go for them in a bigger way. Let them pay more taxes. There are places on the island, all kind of things, all these things. Make sure them clean. Analyze them and make sure they pay any taxes. But when you start to do that, you might have to check some of your people too as well.
Yeah. Thank you very much, brother.
Everybody trying to evade taxes.
Yeah.
And that's a wrong thing. And the banks that make so much of profit, let them pay more money too.
Yeah.
You understand? Have different brackets. But better keep the program going. Thanks for the time. And peace and blessings to everyone.
Yeah,
Take care and all the best.
Thank you very much. And I'm not, I have a little level of understanding sometimes as well, because 0 from 0 is 0. So they need to raise funds. Money had to come from somewhere, and it's not coming so much from gas yet. Right? Not coming so much yet. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Hello, good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Yeah, listening to the program from since the beginning.
Nice.
And your comments in opening up the program was very positive, clear, considering the situation with the young people and everything. But as the program continues, I'm recognizing that there are still mixed signals coming through. That situation with the agriculture program that the last administration had implemented, what's that for young people? And I'm hearing you talking about one of the reasons why it's shut down is based on money issues and all the other little excuses you're making for the administration at this time.
I don't put excuses as reasons, and I also said online that I'm going to kind of research to see where it is so I could update people. So just be fair with me. But you go ahead.
Right. So to be fair with you, because I'm listening, to be fair with you, I'll give you that little time that you say to go and research, and then hopefully you will bring back the information to us as the listening public.
And then for those who fighting for the youths, I fighting with y'all. I fighting for programs to help youth to advance in agriculture, because I see it as a way for Trinidad and Tobago to progress. No filters, no politics. I see it as a way, and the positive that was done, I commend that positive that was done, and it needs to be done now and be done in a greater way as well in the future, God willing.
Nice. So all that you say, I accept. And I await for your research into why the programs were shut down concerning the young people. And I hope you could come and give that information clearly. Because I know you was talking about from the economic perspective, just as with the URP and the CPEC, certain things was mentioned concerning why they shut it down. And based on that, they shut down those programs. What they mentioned was criminal activities. And the whole bacchanal with corruption and money and how money is spending in Trinidad and Tobago, right? So I await for your little time, somewhere probably next week, where you will come and share what is the situation with those young programs, those youth programs that was implemented under the last administration.
100%. And it had to restart. If you listen to the program as well, if they close whatever,
yes,
it is so essential to the development of our society. If you close it, you have to restart something else quick.
I hear you with all your positives concerning the administration that we have right now. I hear you how you see them, how you expect to get some sort of communication with them and some sort of results. I hear you about that because you are a supporter, you're concerned about Trinidad and Tobago. I understand that. I await for you to do your research and come back and share the information with Trinidad and Tobago.
Thank you very much, my brother.
As an objective person.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you, my brother.
Yeah, man, I respect that. Yeah. We have to answer the difficult questions, most importantly. And we have to appease even the most challenging perspectives because they are essential to check us all who have responsibility within the society to move forward. When your son asks you and your daughter asks you, Daddy, why so? It is not good enough to just say, cause I say, cause this, cause whatever no. Why you smoking? And smoking not good for you? That's the responsibility that you have when you have responsibility. Love and blessings to everyone. Thank you very much to all the callers. I apologize. I see some more trying to get in. We'll be back tomorrow. All right? God willing. Take care.
The times of our services are as follows. Sunday worship service, 9 a.m. Monday Bible study, 6 p.m. Thursday revival hour, 6 p.m. The redemption hour is a life-changing moment you cannot afford to miss. For special prayer or counseling, contact Pastor